Hey guys, I'm out walking again, so if I'm bouncing up and down, that's why. I know that was funny the last time. Hey Craftastic, hey Jess. Welcome everyone. Did you have a nice Sunday? Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Hi from Lynchburg, Virginia. Where is everyone else watching from? It was such a lovely evening. I had to get out and take another walk before I got ready to wind down. Hi Lori, Florida, Indiana, Charlottesville, Virginia, Argyle, Texas, North Dakota, Ontario. Second walk for the day. I know, I'm all about it. Needed to get out and move today. Oh yay, Shelly's chocolate hearts. Welcome guys. So who wants to learn more about how to do awesome scopes? Anyone? Yeah, I know I'm jumping up and down because I'm walking. I'm not really jumping, I'm just walking. Me. Okay, good. So bring your questions because we are going to talk about scoping here. Oh my goodness. I just have to show you guys something. Through my neighborhood. Just turn the phone around. Yeah, they're right there, right next to me. Oh, look at the little Bambies. Hi, little Bambies. Yeah, neighborhood. We are encroaching on the deer. How do you start? Okay, so let me give you guys some tips first. So we'll do it as part of our little housekeeping here. So whenever I start a scope, you definitely want to welcome everyone. You want to call out people's names. You want to be friendly, and you want to check out where they're watching from, or maybe where they wish they were watching from, or what time it is where they're watching, and just kind of get to know everyone. And if you have folks that watch you all the time, then you might want to follow them, and that would be really nice, and check out their scopes. So hearts are important on Periscope. They are bigger than a like on Facebook because you can do so many and you can really show people the love. So when you're watching someone's scope, give them some hearts. Even if you are kind of shy and you maybe don't want to comment, you would definitely want to give them some hearts. So tapping on the screen is really important. Seeing all those beautiful heart colors makes everybody feel good. Not just me or anyone, but everyone should get hearts. So your colors are just picked for you by Periscope. So every scope you join, you'll have a different color. So it's kind of not up to you. So you want to give hearts, lots of hearts. And I just kind of call it my tapping finger. And I just tap the whole time. So when you're watching how do you start from scratch? Well, I started from scratch. I started on Periscope maybe like the second week in July. And you can do hearts even when you're watching the replay. So if you're watching the replay, I'm welcoming you in. And when you guys are talking in your scopes, invite and welcome the replay folks to give hearts. So if you're just watching the replay, you can also tap for hearts, and you should. When you are watching the replay, you won't be able to comment. Now, if some of you in here may not be able to comment right now because it might be telling you that the broadcast is too full. Now, the way around that every time is that you can just X out and then come back in and you'll be able to comment. So that's a little trick that you guys may not be aware of. So there might be probably 85 of you that can't comment right now because they let in the first 100, but if you all cram in at once, then it will limit how many can comment. But if you just leave right now and then come back, you'll be able to comment. Or you can just swipe from right to left or from bottom to top, and you can share on Twitter and you can comment to me that way. So you definitely want to give hearts. The other thing you want to do is welcome the replay folks who can also give hearts. And you want to welcome people that are in and talk to them. And you want to ask them to follow you. So probably some people are watching you that just kind of found you by maybe someone else sharing the scope or something like that. So the way that you can tell and ask people to follow you is to just click on the little man down here, boop, boop, and you can click the little plus sign to follow me or whoever you're watching, and you can ask people to follow you. There's a lot of questions going by, and I'm just kind of doing this housekeeping and sharing these initial comments, so hold on your questions and I will answer them in a minute. You're probably going to have to post them in again though, because I didn't just process all of that. I just don't want to forget anything. The next thing you definitely want to do is ask folks to share the scope with their followers. So this is really important to do for everybody that's in your niche. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when I come in and watch some of your scopes and I share it, a lot of people come in. That's a pretty good feeling. And it means that I trust you and that I trust your content and that I want to share it with other people. And that is definitely something that you want to do with your followers as well, as go in and watch their scopes and help them by sharing. Hold on, there's some kids with them bikes here and some cars coming. I don't want to get hit. Make sure I cross this busy street without getting hit by a car or a biker. So how many of you guys are new to my Periscopes? And let me just introduce myself. My name is Lindsay Gramont, and I am the Homemade Mommy. I blog over at homemademommy.net, and I blog about real food recipes and beauty recipes and essential oils as well. I'm a Crown Diamond with Young Living, but I also just love digital marketing, so I want to help you guys with it as well. Welcome, welcome. So if you guys are new and you're not following me, you should click to follow me. And if you guys shared this scope with your followers, please just comment that you shared. And again, guys, scoping tip, you want to do this as well so that you can thank people for sharing. Oh, good. Shared. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Craftastic. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, All the Essentials. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, C. Campbell. Thank you guys so much. Awesome. Thank you. So all the things I'm doing is what you should be doing in every scope as well. Thank you. Easy peasy. So we're still at about 176 here. Not everybody who follows me wants to know about how to scope better, but those of you that do will be pretty glad you did, because you want to get more followers, right? And you want to get more viewers. Who in here wants to get more followers and more people watching your scopes? Who in here actually scopes? Because I know some of you just watch. You are not just scoping, you are watching. Yes, 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 please. Shared some, definitely. Okay, how I do once you start scoping. Yes, so it's pretty amazing. My husband was watching some golf today, and so there were commercials on the TV. And the reason why Periscope is so awesome is that we've had all these years of just programming from the media and on TV, and we haven't had any control over that. Well, today my daughter watched a few Periscopes with me, and I don't have to worry about any kind of media programming for her because she was watching, cool people like us. So it just changes everything. So if you guys don't think that this is revolutionary, then you got another thing coming, because this is the new TV, and that's pretty awesome. Don't you guys agree? Yes, I know, free media. We get to just talk and do what we need to do. We don't have to worry about getting accepted on someone's TV show or as a commercial or in something, and we can just totally change the whole ball game. I mean, before we were always wanting media to talk about food, real food, and not processed junk, but we didn't have the money to do it. Well, now people are watching, and people that are, gosh, sorry, the sun is setting over there. Isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see it, actually. Okay, so yeah, I don't really watch TV anymore. It was pretty sad, though, how many commercials were on about toxic drugs and whatever. Anyway, so yes, tips to get more followers is to go and follow people yourself. Make sure that you follow a lot of people, and that when you do your Periscopes, you ask for the folks watching to follow you back. So if someone like me or somebody else shares your scope and you have a lot of new people in there, you got to make sure that throughout the scope you ask them to follow you and show them how, because a lot of people are new and may not realize how to do that. So if you like what you're watching and I scope, about XYZ, and you can follow me to see more of my Periscopes. Now, I also firmly believe that you need to scope at least twice a day in the beginning. I mean, the whole point is ramp up here. And I was scoping probably 2 to 5 times a day when I was growing my followers. And I just know that from growing any other social media presence that the more you post, the better, especially with something like Periscope. I don't really buy into the whole you are going to annoy somebody or whatever, because clearly if I had annoyed a lot of you, you wouldn't be here watching me right now. So if they don't want to watch, they don't have to watch. Amber, yes, you need to scope every day. It's all a consistency thing, just like anything else. How can you share this? You can swipe from left, I guess it's probably that way for you guys, left to right, or from bottom to top if you're on an Android, and you can click share with followers. Yes, well, wow, you have to find some content. Well, Robin, AV Robin, you have tons of content. You have tons of content. I don't know, what you do in the world or what you scope about, or what you, if you're with Young Living, or I don't know, a lot of people who watch me are, but if you are a cook or doing something, anything, you can scope about anything. The point is to make sure that when you do your scope, you welcome people in, you figure out where they're watching from, you ask for hearts, you get people to share, and you ask people to follow you. I mean, it's really that formulaic, and you just do it. No, I don't have 1.3 million Periscope followers. I have 1.3 million hearts. So see all those hearts floating up right here? 1.3 million hearts, not followers. So I've got about 3,000 followers. I'd love it if there'd be a lot more people watching in here if I had 1.3 million followers. So the hearts, the hearts are important though. So you see, you thought that. I think a lot of other people think that too. I'm going to turn around here. So there's a lot of people over there, and they're going to think I'm nuts talking to my phone like this. You just have 60,000 in this scope. Hearts? You mean? Now the other thing is, the longer you talk and the more questions you answer and different things like that, the more hearts you're going to get. And I think that you do start to get to some critical mass. Length of a scope, I mean, people can leave whenever they want. So I think that, it's good to close out when you notice a lot of people are leaving and you've gotten your point across. So you'll kind of know when it's time to stop. Last night I was trying to get Evan to stop and he wouldn't. The hearts start to slow down. People aren't commenting and you kind of it's enough. Yeah, click on people here and follow them. Exactly. Click on people in here and follow them. Lori, that's a great idea. So, when you follow someone, they should follow you back. It's kind of just part of it. The most awkward part is when you start and no one is there to talk to. Well, that's okay. You know why, Wesley? Because people watch the replays and the scope is around for 24 hours. So even if no one's watching your scope right at that moment live, it's going to be around, and you'll find that so many people watch in the replay. And so that's why when you start, you should say, hey, welcome to the replay, even though, people are actually watching live. But it's because a lot of people are watching the replay. Now, how do you get people to start following you? Is you need to start posting on Facebook and emailing people that you're on Periscope and that they should join and watch you. So when I started, none of you guys were on. Were any of you guys on Periscope before me? I don't think so. So when I saw that it was going to, I just was really curious about it. I was in Africa when I learned about Periscope and I hopped right on and I realized how cool it was. No, I had to teach all of you guys, right? I had to teach all of you guys. So think of it that way. All of your friends aren't on. You have to teach them about this medium, and that's all I did, is just keep telling you guys, there's this great content I'm putting out over there, and the only place you can see it is over there. You got to get on. And so that's what you got to do with your friends too. So they're not going to know you're on if you don't tell them. So go on Facebook right now, say, hey, did you know about this cool app called Periscope? I just did, or I'm about to do, or whatever, a scope about XYZ. Come on and watch me. And I promise it's really easy. There's tons of people on it. There's over 10 million people on it now. And so in the beginning, you talk to no one, just replays? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I had to get people on, right? But now I'm 5 weeks later and I've got 1.3 million hearts. So it can happen. You just have to keep on it. And I'm sending out my newsletters and I'm, posting on Facebook that I'm on. Okay, now the way to save your scopes. So if you are on Periscope, you know that the scopes only stay around for 24 hours. So you definitely want people in there in the replays watching. But if you want people, to be able to share on Facebook and have it stick around for a little while, there's an app or a tool that came out. It's not an app actually. You just go to a website called catch.me with catch with a K. .me. No, I'm walking. I'm just walking around my neighborhood. So I cannot hold this up like this if I was on a bike. That would be dangerous. So I follow Alex Kahn. I like him a lot, and I've been using a lot of his tips. And I also follow Alex Pettit. Is it Alex Pettit? I think that's his name. And I like Periscope Ryan too, and Kim Garst. I like all of them. So they're great. So after 5 weeks, I have all these hearts, and all it takes, I see everybody who's doing it. Anyone who's consistent and posting a couple times a day is getting hearts and followers. That's that simple. The people who aren't posting every day aren't. So if you go to catch.me and /homemade mommy. So if you're logged in with Twitter and you go to catch.me and you just sign in with Twitter, it will automatically catch your scopes. You don't have to download or upload anything. I do not recommend uploading to YouTube. I don't do it anymore because of those black lines on either side that are really ugly. And, I just use the Catch Me because I like that it shows the comments. And frankly, I heard about Catch Me from Periscope Ryan, I think it was, and it was great because I think it had just come out. Like, it had only been out for a few days when I heard about it, and it's a really great tool. So that's how I save all my scopes, and that's how my husband saves all his scopes. And let's see, do I do promotions? Someone just asked if I do promotions. So you can have people tweet from directly within the app. So you guys can do that right now by swiping from left to right or from top to bottom, and you'll see a little link that says share, and you can click on share on Twitter, and then you just delete all the text that Periscope puts in there. And you can do this all within the app while still listening to me. And you can delete all that text and then just tweet me. So at @hmademommy, and you can say, hey there, or whatever you want to say. Maybe we should all just tweet the word bacon. And you can do all that from within the app without closing out Periscope. So you can do promotions that way, and I have done that, little giveaways and different things like that. So you can get people to interact on Twitter. How do you personalize your Catch Me link? You log in with Twitter. You log in on catch.me with Twitter. It takes less than 10 seconds, and you will have it. It'll automatically catch your scopes. You just have to make sure. So when you go to scope, when you push that button to broadcast, there are 4 little icons you can select. The one all the way on the left is your location, and you can turn that off. The 2 in the middle have to do with allowing commenters, to, kind of just limiting that to the people that follow you so you don't have any problems with trolls, or limiting to just a select set of people. You don't have to just scope to everybody. And then the one all the way on the right is the one that's really important for Catch Me. So you need to make sure that that one is white, and it's how it posts to Twitter or something, and that's Catch Me needs that to be turned on. So you need to make sure that's on or your scopes won't catch. So let's see. I get to walk. Well, it's pretty hot during the day. This is a good time to walk in Austin. Earlier today it was over 100, so no, that would not have been a good idea. It was way too hot. Not yet, oil peeps. I wish they would do that because I would love to set up a group, Yes, you seriously, I have an idea on promoting each other. Yes, I agree. So I think that's what Alex was probably just about to get at when I switched over and decided to just scope myself. We do that a lot in the blogging world, promoting each other, and I was going to suggest that on this scope, so I'm getting to that. Why do people scope in the car? Probably because the kids are contained in the car, and their kids aren't with them. Yeah, you can only broadcast to people you invite, and I have trouble finding people. And once you get up to a lot of followers, it's really hard to find people. So I'm sure that will, something different, more effective. Okay, Andreas, what are you suggesting? Let's see what you have to say. So I think grouping, up with people. So Amber, you and folks from your team, and me, and some others can kind of team up and help each other by sharing our scopes, and we can help to gain more followers that way. All these people were just watching Alex's scope. So not just promoting each other. Yes, the concept is so important just to share here. Okay. There is not really a very good search on Periscope yet, but I'm sure that they are going to start building that in. It's not a very old app. Okay, there's a lot of people here too. I think there's a bunch of kids putting flamingos in people's yards. I think this must be like a high school thing. I don't know. But I'm about to walk past them and they probably will think I'm very odd talking to my phone this way, but that's okay. What do I care? Okay, yeah, you can't search by hashtags yet, but I still think you should put them in there because eventually that capability will be there. Hello. You've been flamingos. Okay, it's a high school band thing. That's funny. Oh, okay. Is that what they do, Evan? Okay, I guess that's what they're doing there. They're putting flamingos in people's yards. That's pretty cute. They're probably odd for putting flamingos out. Yeah, I think it's just the band of. It's not track. It came up searching for oily angels. It came up because I have oily angels in my Periscope profile. So that's probably why it came up. But my scope, you can't search by scopes right now. So get back to me for this. Facebook is in my description. This is going to be huge and powerful stuff. Okay. Okay, Andreas, thank you. So if you share your scope to Twitter, it's searchable by hashtag there. Yes. Yes, Sean, it would be. So good idea to put in the profile. Yes, you don't want, okay, all of you guys out there that are new, you don't want a goose egg for your profile photo, so put up a real profile photo. And then you don't want to have a description that really says not much of anything. You want to tell people what you're scoping about. So make sure you put in there that you're scoping about homemade recipes or beauty or essential oils or whatever, network marketing, whatever it is that you do, that you scope about, you want to put that in there. And if you're just watching, then just say, I watch scopes about XYZ. I'm walking and speaking so fast. Aren't I tired? No, I'm not really walking that fast. I'm not tired. So, any other questions about Periscope? Am I late, Evan? Sorry. What do you have to say for people who are just on here for fun? No, I'm a professional. I am on here for fun, though. I like talking to you guys. So, you guys are cracking me up right now. No, because I'm fit and healthy. Yeah, no, I'm not tired. I'm not really walking that fast. It just probably looks that way because I'm bouncing up and down to you guys. So sorry about that, but I got to multitask here. So, any other questions about Periscope? This is, it's really the secret sauce, is consistency, doing it often, being fun and welcoming and interesting to people. How do you post them to Twitter, Sonia? So you just push on that little guy right now. You can do it all within the app. And just click share and then share on Twitter. And that's how you do it. Would you get your newbies to follow you, do a 201 and just add them to avoid trolls? Can you reword that question? I'm not sure I understood it. What equipment do you need? I have a scope about what equipment you need. And it is on my Homemade Mommy Facebook page. It's posted on there, as well as some links to the actual equipment. Microphones, tripods, all that kind of stuff. Yes, how do you save them? On Catch Me. So you can watch the replay, Texas Alley Cat, and you can learn about how you save them on catch.me. Thanks for the hearts. So I have one, I want a lot of people to watch me. Okay, well then you have to scope a lot of things. You have to scope a lot of interesting things, Destiny. It is really useful for my job, for sure. It's really useful for anyone who has their own brand and is looking to influence other people's lives and help them change their lives. I don't know about Android phones because I don't have one. Yeah. Hey, will turning location off hurt your ability to get followers? Potentially. I don't, Hannah. I don't tell people I'm about to Periscope, because I'm not very good at planning. So turning off location, I turned off my location this time just because I'm out walking, and I thought that would be kind of sketchy. But I do think people can find you in your town if you turn it on. So I mostly keep it on, but it doesn't zone in right where you are. I think it's within a 50-mile radius or something. You're not on Twitter but can watch you, so do I need an account in order to go live? No, you don't need a Twitter account in order to go live, but there's a lot more that you can do if you are on Twitter. Yeah, I don't really want a crazy showing up in my house either, but I don't think it pinpoints you to that level. You have to, you need to in order to get a Catch Me account and link it with your Periscope, you do need to log in with a Twitter account. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to put on location, but, I think every once in a while. You have 2 different businesses. Can I change names so they can find the business name? You can't change your @ handle, but you can change the name. Some people use the map view, so without location wouldn't show. Yeah, exactly. Some people do use the map view. For Android, don't switch the camera around at first. Yeah, the camera, when you do it on the iPhone, you can't do the camera. Okay, are you going? Are you leaving? No? Do you use this to primarily reach new people? No, I'm using this to primarily help. I'm inside now, so I'm going to sit down. I use this to primarily help teach my team things. So I have found new people, I think. How many of you are new watching? New to me? Can you mute that? Evan's got me in the background and an echo. Sometimes it pops up a few seconds before when you're coming on live, so I know to watch you. No, it whistles at you when I go live. That is, so I'm not like scoping twice, telling you about that I'm periscoping. How do you link the Twitter account with Periscope? So if you have a Twitter account, then when you log into Periscope with that Twitter account, it's linked. You're new, see? Hi, MG Chambers. So anybody who is new, you can click to follow me by clicking on the little number man there, and then when you click on that, it'll pop up my profile, and you can click the little plus sign to follow me, and you will see more scopes about network marketing, inspiration, and recipes, and natural beauty, and things like that. Okay, well, that person's blocked. So how to block someone, since we just saw that. So anytime anyone says anything nasty to me, then you just click on the comment that's nasty, and you can block the person. So it's very easy to do that while you're scoping. And I know that Periscope, based on the news that I have heard, is focused on this 100% to make sure that people don't do that. So I wish there was, my personal preference would be that nobody can type in any of those yucky words. in my scopes. It should just block them automatically so that those words never come through, right? Who all agrees? I think so. So yeah, the trolls are definitely a problem. Definitely a huge problem. But it's just part of what we do. 10 blocks and you're off Periscope. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I agree. Yes, just click on it. I mean, girls get way more trolls than guys, so not good. Now, another tip for Periscope, keep going though. Oh, thank you. Yeah, they are working on that. So what other questions do you guys have for Periscope? I mean, again, you got to be a fun person to watch. You got to be excited. Just like anything else you do with your network marketing business, you got to be consistent. It's the same with Periscope. If you just scope once a week, you're not going to, I mean, you're still getting through to people, but you're just not going to get as many followers. You need to post consistently, and you need to be posting in your other social media where you have a lot of people, your groups or your email lists, that you're on Periscope and that they should come on to watch you. And then when you tell them to come on to watch you, you actually need to deliver and do some scopes that they're interested in. Yes, you can sign up with a phone number, but it kind of limits your functionality, I think, because you can't connect with Twitter. How do I get my posts on Catch? You need to make sure, Oil and Art, that you have the little Twitter little bird with, there's like 4 little icons you can select and highlight in white when you go to Periscope. You want to make sure that one on the right is selected and is white, the little bird. Yeah, it's probably because you didn't click on the little bird. Okay, can Facebook block you from recruiting people to Periscope? No. Is there something wrong with my post? I don't know. How do you go back to watch scopes on Catch? You just send people the Catch link. I just grabbed the link and I post it on Facebook. So if you guys go to my Facebook page, it's Homemade Mommy on Facebook, you'll see how I do things. I grab the Catch link and show people that. What did you think about sexual content on Periscope? It's very, I'm going to block you, okay? Can you block someone while watching a replay? No, I don't think so. Maybe. You guys can block people too. So if you guys are watching and you see something like that, you can actually click on the comment and block them. So if I can't catch it to block them, then you can block them too, and they won't be shown in the Periscope anymore. Did you know that? So you can block them at the same time I block them, so that they don't ever come into your scopes. Because if they're following me and I share one of your scopes with my followers, they might end up in your scope. Okay, one area in becoming the expert. Yes, definitely. What's a good way to get someone your while sign-up link in a scope? So you want to get a very short link. So you need to make sure that you have a very short link to be able to tell people. But I think the other best way, hey, will you go, I'm telling Evan to do something right now to show you. Will you go right now, write down my sign-up link on a piece of paper, and then you can just show people. So write down your sign-up link on a piece of paper and hold up the piece of paper in front of your camera phone and during your scope, and that will show people the link, and they can take a picture of that page while you're scoping, and that's probably the best way to get people your sign-up link. So that's what I would recommend. Does that sound like a good idea to anyone? I have no idea what that person said. This is not a piece of paper. Oh, a sticker.
Just write on it.
Well, you don't know it? Evan doesn't know our sign-up link. That's not good. And I have terrible handwriting. Oh, this is it doesn't even fit. So you need a really short, yeah, that's totally not good. Evan should know my sign-up link. So I always tell people so I have a lead pages, and I got it just for this lead digits thing, and they can text to get a link from me. So that's what I like to do. So if you guys are not signed up for my newsletter, then you can text the word HM News to the number 33444 and get on my newsletter. Or if you want to learn more about essential oils, you can text the word text the word YLEO101 to the number 33444, and then you will get and add it to my email series. Yeah, lead digits is awesome. It does have a cost, but it's worth it for me. You write it because I have the worst handwriting. It's Homemade Mommy EOs with the capitals. Okay, so don't let your kids have your phone with Periscope the way it is right now. But really, they're not going to find what are lead digits. So if you go to leadpages.net, there is a way to set up a lead digit where, like I just said, if you want to sign up for my newsletter, you can text the word HM News to the number 33444, and that's a lead digit. So it's a really, really easy way to get... Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have to tell Evan my sign-up link so I can show you what I'm talking about. / homemade, capital H, Homemade Mommy EOs. Mommy is capital, and EOs, E and O is capital, and the S isn't. I made this sign-up link before. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so just take a picture of that, everybody, and that's what you guys should do if you want to share your sign-up link with somebody. Good idea, huh?
Share it with me so I know.
Caps do matter in a bit.ly link, Phil Eagles. So I'm actually going to create a different one in the future, very near future. And I think I'm also going to set up a lead digit for it, so that way I can just tell people, just text the word sign up, and then they can get an email with my sign up link in it and maybe a link to my 101 video. So that's probably what I need to do tomorrow morning. But, and you know, you got to figure these things out. When you're talking to someone on a video, it's really hard to spell out. People can get the spelling wrong, all kinds of stuff. You can't type in anything. So you really need to have these things really easy for folks to do. So I think just write it down on a piece of paper and hold it up and show them and tell them to take a picture, and then that way they have it.
How do they take a picture?
They take a picture, you know, how you take a picture on your iPhone. Evan just asked, how do they take a picture? So on your iPhone, how do you take a picture on your iPhone, guys? You push the button and you push the side button, the power button, at the same time, and that will snap a photo on your phone. So you can show people different things and help. Yeah, exactly, a screenshot. You guys got it. They know how. Evan didn't know how to do it because he just got an iPhone like 2 days ago. So, yay. Hi, Jenny. And power button, exactly.
Isn't that when I pressed to reset the phone that one time?
No. Oh, you have to push it at the same time. Yes, I am totally coupling this with Facebook. Yeah, he just got an iPhone. They're all excited for you. So Sonia Swan, you need to put a profile picture up so that we don't see that goose egg. You can Google how to screenshot with your device too. That's right. What I like to say is GIYF. Google is your friend. GIYF. Google is your friend. So when people ask me things on Periscope that are really easy to find on Google, I just tell them Google is your friend. How do you find me on Facebook? Go to Facebook and then just type in Homemade Mommy to search for me, and you'll find me. It's a pretty big page. Okay. Yes, totally get rid of the goose egg. Hi. Yes, Google is your friend, Elizabeth. I know you love that one. Google that stuff. You did a video today, but you don't like it, so you may try again later. Okay, well then just do another one. That's all you got to do is just keep doing them. You learn as you go. I mean, you don't know what you don't know until you start doing them and seeing what the response is. But the more you help out your team, so if you're Young Living, help out your downline. Go in there, watch their scopes, give them hearts, teach everybody how to give hearts, how to share, and just help everybody out in all the scopes. So if you've got a downline member doing a class, go in there, watch it, comment, help them out. You can delete them. You can delete them just like you can delete anything on an iPhone. You just kind of swipe on it and it'll click to delete it. How long have I been Homemade Mommy? Since 2009. I started my blog in 2009. So I spent many years growing a network, many, many, many years. And I never planned to do that, but it just kind of happened. So everybody who's watching that has a goose egg, you should, what? Okay, why? Okay. Yes, great foundation. So you can't redo your username. Yeah, You would have to sign up with a different email. I did start my blog first. I've only been in Young Living for 2 years. So I started my blog in 2009. I started with Young Living in 2013. Yes, exactly. No one has it, but they will get on if you do Periscopes, and they need to watch them to get an understanding of what you're doing. So instead of doing YouTube videos, just do Periscope videos, and you'll teach them eventually, because all of you guys know I'm not a Royal Crown Diamond. I'm just a Crown Diamond. Still good, but so if you yes, nothing happens in your town. Well, make it happen. You make it happen. They need to know the value in it. Exactly. You've got to show them some value. It's just like anything else, but it's worth it. It's worth it, guys. Yep. You got to show them good content. I don't think you guys would want to be in here. 89, 88 of you. We're dropping off now. So now it's about time to close.
All right, back up to 90.
It's about time to close now. We're done. Hello from Vegas. Cats. Cats. I don't know about cats. Yeah, exactly. Small towns are the best. They need entertainment. A lot of radio stations are periscoping now. It's not going anywhere soon. Tell them to jump on the radio. Tell the radio stations to jump on.
Yeah, tell people that.
Yeah, you got to tell people to jump on. It's much better than watching TV and seeing all those horrible commercials with all the anyway. You're welcome. Okay. Yes, jump on when you can, and share when you can, and give hearts when you can, and also help out your teams do it too. Why do the comments stop sometimes when I'm watching? Probably because people can't see, or there's some kind of technical issue, or they have nothing to say. You're welcome. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. Hopefully you learned a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Good night. Thanks for watching. And if you like this, you can follow me by clicking the little man and clicking the little plus sign to follow me. And if that will sign out. Bye, guys.